We are live, Power Prep Sports, on a Thursday night. This is Stan with Stan the Coach, and we've got the video is rolling, and we got a special guest to start off this evening right here with the head softball coach at Red Level, Dustin Lee. Coach, how's things going?
Man, it's going great. Thank y'all for having me, guys.
Oh, yeah. Been going, what's this, second week of full practice. It won't be long before y'all roll in
14 days from today.
Yeah, to some ball games and tournaments and things like that. That's when tell us how things been going up at Red Level. I know well, first of all, let me back up. I know there's got to be some excitement. She's second year up there. Y'all had a little success last year. And
yes,
your girls are probably hungry to take it a little step further.
They are. They seem to be really responding well. You know, I came in last year. We went 14-21, made it to the regionals, finished second in our area. Had a good showing at regionals. We beat a pretty good Bayshore team the first game, and then lost to Pleasant Home and Sweetwater the next two, which both of them were right there in our grasp. Lost two seniors is all. Everybody else was
right there.
Yes, sir. Those are real good programs. Lost two seniors from last year's team. Everybody else was sophomore and below, so I got a lot coming back, and we're real excited to see what goes on this year.
Well, Coach,
I'm sorry,
I know
Coach.
with girls softball, some of the most important thing, or the most important thing, is being able to throw strikes.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter. Girls softball, boys baseball, you can throw strikes, you got a chance. Who you have pitching this year?
Well, I'm gonna have I got two back from last year that did pretty good for us. I got Elizabeth Cross, my little lefty. She's also me a leadoff hitter, and Caitlin Beverly. And they both held down the mound for me or the circle for me all year last year.
What grade are they in?
They're gonna be juniors.
So you're going to have another year with them.
I have another year with them, and my number 3 pitcher will be Bailey Green. She's a freshman right now, and she can get it put across there too.
Well, I actually saw Bailey pitch some last summer.
Oh yeah,
she's got a chance to be pretty special, Coach.
She can be.
She does.
She can be.
Well, Coach, who's some of the other players you got that's playing some key position and playing key roles for you?
Well, you know, we're going to be a really young team. Last year I started a 7th grader, Amaya Williams. She started just about every game for us all year long. She played shortstop. She played third base. She played center field, even caught a little bit for us. Along with Elizabeth and Caitlin, they'll both switch in and out at shortstop and pitcher. We got Summer Beverly behind the plate. She's going to, you know, hold it down back there for us pretty good. I got and Kennedy Lord. She's going to be our starting second baseman. She did real well for us last year, won our Gold Glove, had probably the least amount of errors on the team. You know, pretty good little route there.
Well, Coach, I know in your area you've got Georgiana, McKenzie, and Brantley.
Yeah, defending 1A title winners.
Right, who's always playing all the way to the end of school. Seems like
they don't ever reload. They just keep on.
Yeah, they just keep on rolling.
Yes, sir.
As far as you know, with that area, you know, as far as outside of that on your schedule, how does your schedule look?
Well, we'll start off with Greenville at home on the 24th, and then we'll go up there to Greenville that same weekend. We'll go up there and we'll play. I think our first 3 games is Trinity, Georgiana, and WS Neal, which is, you know, Neal and Trinity are pretty good programs there. That's a pretty loaded tournament. It's got 12 teams in it. I expect us probably to do pretty good. Hopefully top 3, top 4, if not win it all. Then we'll come back and go to the Strawn tournament, which, you know, Strawn always has a pretty good showing of teams themselves. I think this year they got Carroll of Ozark and Andalusia. Andalusia always be a pretty good one. Outside of area, we'll play Pleasant Home 1 game, Strawn 2, Luverne 2, Florilla 2, and Goshen 2 games.
All
And then
right.
we're in a couple more Andalusia tournaments, which Andalusia always have. I mean, they always have pretty strong tournaments.
And I know a few years ago they changed it. Is it you can play 18 dates and 5 tournaments, or what's
It's
the
18 dates and 7 tournaments.
7 turn? Okay, used to be 5. I think when Coach Ennis coached, he only played in 1. I believe he used to just schedule
Listen,
1.
I used to always like going to that Pleasant Home tournament because when Coach Reeves was up there, they always had homemade blueberry ice cream.
What?
And so when Coach Reeves was doing it, they always had that.
Good hospitality room there.
Hey, I always signed up for that.
Hey, that's why I keep going back to Coach Michael's tournaments in Andalusia. He's got the good hospitality room there.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, you talked about your pitching there. What about offensively? Have you got some girls that's got a little pop in their bats, or are you going to have to play put it on the ground? As Coach Ennis used to be a slapper, you going to have some slappers and some bunters, or just be a little bit of everything?
I got one, little Lizzie. She'll be a leadoff hitter. She hit for right at 600 last year. Speed, like ungodly amount of speed for her. And she's got some pop to it too. I got the Beverly twins. Both of them at any point could take one out. And they're both pretty quick on the bases also. So, I mean, we got a good mixture of speed and power.
You know, Coach, I still enjoy watching girls softball. I tell people all the time, you know, comparing it to baseball, girls softball is like playing tennis on a ping pong table.
Oh yeah.
It's quick, it's fast, it's exciting. Those girls, they'll get after it now.
They will. We got some grinders.
Well,
I like to call them.
Now, are y'all doing any fundraisers or anything like that? I know at some of the schools, you know, to help offset some costs to help you there. Are y'all doing any fundraisers or anything like that?
Well, we're selling our field signs right now. It's always a pretty good one for the program. I'm looking at renewing about 25, 26 signs out there. So that'd be a pretty good fundraiser for us. And our boosters do a real good job of raising money to kind of help us off, send us off places, and treat us right.
Now, I know do you have a junior varsity girls team with your varsity?
I do. I'll have, I got it right here. Probably about 14 girls on junior varsity and about 11 on varsity. So we got a good mixture there. And some of the JV will move up and play varsity with us. And
do you have any help, or do you have to do everything by yourself?
I have some good help. Ashley Wright, she's been with the program for 5-6 years now, I think. She was here before I got here. She's tremendous help. She keeps me calm. She's the level head of us too, as I like to say. And then this year I got Eric Schwartz coming up to help me. He's real good. He was real good in the travel ball, and his girl played at Pleasant Home all those years. They were real good. So he's going to be a real good help for us. I enjoy having him out there with us too.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you
when
taking.
me and Stan coached together, I was the level head one. You know,
I believe that right now.
I had to keep Stan calm down.
You have to ask him about. Have to ask him about a fake punt in Hartford.
Oh, I bet that's an exciting story there.
That has to be off the air.
Yeah. Well, Coach, listen, I appreciate you taking the time and being patient with us since we had all these technical difficulties tonight. But hey, looking forward to seeing how y'all do, and wish you nothing but the best of luck in your season.
I appreciate it. Y'all come out to a game one night. We'll treat you right over there.
Hey, I'm coming. I love watching those girls play.
Now, if y'all got Snowden sausage dogs out at the park, Coach Ennis is there.
I'll try to find some for you, Coach.
Look, I want to come just to watch those girls. I love watching them girls get after it. And Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything I've heard is you've done a really good job getting those girls ready to compete, not just at the the region and area level, but statewide.
I appreciate it.
I look forward to seeing them.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me, guys.
Mm-hmm. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Hey, softball season kicking off.
It was. Hey, it was good, to have Coach Lee on. That's it's a fresh face, a young face. You could say it's kind of the changing of the guards in some of these folks, because I had a chance to talk to just about everybody, softball and baseball wise, in Covington County the past 2 weeks, and met some new folks and some young faces, and it's going to be an exciting season. Now I still have to talk with Coach Smith, the Red Level baseball coach, and Coach Michael at Andalusia High School softball, and the new baseball coach at Strong, Coach Lowry, young Lowry fella up there, his first year coaching baseball up there. But how's things that you're in?
Well,
are they clean?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, some of these coaches is they're making me feel old.
I know they are, because I told Coach Lee that he was in high school at one point when sometime there. I remember him being a senior and graduating and all that good stuff. I think when I was coaching at Kinston back then, or maybe I don't know.
So some of these making me feel old.
Yeah. Well, hey, I know we're going to talk a little football. I'm going to get Stevie if he'll hand me that clipboard.
I'm not no Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie. No, the paper's there, Stevie.
I'm not no Stevie.
Stevie's upset right now. His basketball season ended tonight with a win.
I'm not that mad. He just saying that. He being Georgia.
You can see Stevie's sidekick, Manevi, I was going to tell you a story about Florella's girls basketball coach. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not. He is David Bass. He's from Florella. I believe he graduated in 07 or 08. It was a year before I went down there when there was like 12 seniors. Arlington had 12 seniors, and they were loaded to the gills. And he was part of the good teams that Arlington had down there. But let me tell you what a class act Coach Bass is. The other night, I want to think it was in the Kinston ball game. They played Kinston in the first round of their area tournament. And there was a young for Kinston, I think, that needed to make a bucket to get 1,000 points for her career. And he called a time, if this is the correct story, he called a timeout, told their coach to put her back in and let her score. And then they let her score a bucket. I mean, it wasn't going to make any difference in the outcome of the game to let that girl get 1,000 points in her career. Not many coaches would have done that, would they, Coach?
No, they wouldn't have. That's a class act right there.
I don't know why I brought that up right now. Is that was I'd heard that, and I'd been wanting to tell somebody that, and well, I just told you, so they well, had to get that off my chest. But hey, let's go into football real quick. We're gonna look at 2A. We looked at 1A last week. Recapping over there, just a year removed from playing the state championship game. The Abbeville Yellow Jackets over there with the Ayrton Purple Cats, your Purple Cats. The Cottonwood Bears, the Geneva County Bulldogs, the GW Long Rebels, the Wicksburg. That can't be right. There's three. That's the wrong stack. The Zion Chapel Rebels, Barber County Jags. Did they even play football last year, Coach?
I don't think so.
Okay. And the Highland Home Flying Squadron. You know, we still ain't figured out how they landed
that plane.
They landed that jet up there on that pedestal.
I still ain't figured that out.
That's all the schools that we cover in our area, and Stevie has gotten us out of whack here. I don't know what we're gonna do. You had Stevie over there with you last week.
I told you he wasn't coming back.
You know, I got him with me this week, and he threw all my papers in the floor.
I told you he wasn't coming back.
But we're gonna look at Class 2A Region 2. And this is all information gotten from the state website, the Alabama High School Athletic Association. The Ayrton Purple Cats were the region champs with the Elba finishing 91. GW Long third with a 71 record. All those schools had a 6-1 region record. I think it went down to the tiebreaker L on deciding on who was going to be where. And Geneva
they were
County,
just short of flipping a coin, I believe.
Yeah, and Geneva County now, who had the best running back in the nation, finished 4th. You know, he's going to Alabama.
What was their record
overall?
Wasn't it like
here
6-4?
Well, right here it says they were 5-5. Now I don't know about
with the number one running back in the nation.
Well, the number one running back in the nation. Which I
know
he's just
Alabama.
Signed with Alabama. I know he's just one kid, and he's a heck of a player.
But we're talking 2A football, right?
2A football, not 7A.
2A football, number one back in the country.
That's what they claimed.
Mm.
And usually Nick Saban don't mess up on that recruiting, right?
No. He hadn't in the past.
No.
No. That's yeah. Was he injured part of the year?
I don't know. He may have been like a game or two. He may have had a hangnail or a runny nose or something. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you this: when I had Chris Shuford at McKenzie, I told Chris I was going to run him until his nose bled. And Coach, in the I can't remember exactly what game it was, but in one of the games, it was close. It was late in the fourth quarter. Coach, he'd been playing both ways, offense and defense. He returned punts. He returned kickoffs. And
did he sell popcorn
at halftime? And he comes to the sideline during a timeout, and we've got to drive down and score to win the game. And there's 3 or 4 minutes left in the game. And I looked at Chris and I said, Chris, son, how you feel? You going to be all right? And he went, Coach, yeah, I'm fine.
Had to check that nose.
He was checking to make sure his nose wasn't bleeding. And not only that, hey, we fed him till he got in, and we ended up scoring and winning the game. Well,
finishing out that region was Cottonwood 5-5, Houston County 5-5. They may have had to flip a coin for that 4th spot because those 3 schools were 5-5, And then closing it out was Abbeville and then Zion Chapel. And I saw where Zion Chapel's coach is resigning and going to stay on as the AD. So they're going to be needing to get a new football coach at Zion Chapel.
Well, first thing they're going to have to do is, one thing about Zion Chapel, though, Coach, they could be 0-10, losing by 30 points a game, and play away, and they'll probably have more fans in the stands than the home team.
Oh yeah, they turn out.
People support that program like I have never seen before. It's just, they have not historically, they just had never been real good.
They'll have every now and then a 6-4 and get in the playoffs, something like that. But it's rare. But they got some good kids up there, and coach,
and good people.
Coach, yeah, there's Coach Bryant, who's been up there, Randy Bryant, and we talked about him, good job he's done. I don't know why he's stepping down from the head coaching job, but
didn't you tell me he was kin to Coach Paul Bear Bryant somewhat?
No, I did not.
I think you did. Didn't you tell me that?
No, I don't know anything like that.
Did he wear a houndstooth hat on the sideline?
He had a jacket.
Houndstooth?
Yeah, houndstooth jacket he wore. It was a double-breasted sport coat.
Did it have the leather patch on the elbow?
Yes, and it was dark. It was dark.
That leather patch is classy.
Well, may have been a members only. I'm not sure, but
don't make fun of those. I still got one.
That region is going to change up tremendously. That region too. This is where it's going to look like this fall, Coach. Got some changes. Got Abbeville's going to stay. The Purple Cats, Veriton, Cottonwood, Geneva County, GW Long. Now, Sampson will be moving into that region from playing 1A. And here's a big one. Wicksburg will be moving down from 3A into that region along with Zion Chapel. Just immediately, I would have to say Wicksburg is going to be fighting for one of those playoff spots. Because
I would have to agree. And I'd probably have to say that Zion Chapel and Sampson will be fighting for a region win when they play each other.
Yeah, and because I know that Coach Swamble's graduated some talent this past year, and I think they had quite a few seniors on this year's team, and it's going to be a tough year down there. And who knows? Abbeville might still be rebuilding from when they went to the state championship game. Well, that right there is going to be a pretty competitive region, Coach.
It will.
If I had to look at it and say, hey, somebody in that region's got a good shot at winning the state championship right now, I'd say no. I was the only person. That year I said Abbeville's going to go to the state championship game. Did I not say that?
Yeah, you did.
And they did. I think I just got lucky. But I don't see anybody right now. I know what they got coming back.
You've heard me say this before, but the key to winning in the state is pine trees.
Right.
The more pine trees you have in your area, the better the football is. You look over there, in West Alabama, you got all those schools over there that's just, historically, pretty darn good. And it's I don't know what it is, but the wiregrass will slip one in there every now and then, but typically, it's just a different brand of football when you get towards the western part of the state.
It is, but that will be a very competitive region for the folks in that region, and then it's but you never know. You never know. All right, Coach. Region 3, we have a few schools that we talk about in that region. This one is very interesting because I don't think these schools like each other very much. Up in Region 3, we have Barber County, Goshen, Highland Home, and Laverne. Now, to round that region out, you got Horseshoe Bend, which is in New Site.
Coach, I've been to Horseshoe Bend.
Okay. Have you been to New Site?
Yeah, because that's where Horseshoe Bend is.
Okay, just making sure. Lynette, Lafayette, and Reeltown. You tell me what kind of ride it is from Laverne to Horseshoe Bend.
Coach, I can tell you this. You better have your milk in an ice chest or it'll clabber before you get there.
It may clabber before it got out of Crenshaw County. But, heck, Highland Home turned everything around last year. They didn't start out real strong. And, man, they made that run. What they lost to the eventual state champion Clark County, by a touchdown?
Yeah. And there's still a little bad blood up there between Highland Home and Luverne.
Yeah, I imagine this. They don't exchange gifts anymore. That's more dirty.
Listen, I don't even think they send each other a Christmas card.
Mm-mm. If they do, it's probably got a rock in it or something.
Anthrax.
Yeah, it may have some self-rising flyer. But
no, they don't. There's not a whole lot of love lost between those two. But Joe, you start adding Reeltown. Reeltown is always in the mix. Luverne, Highland Home.
Lynette. They've been that right there. If I had to compare Region 3 to 2, I'd say Region 3 is a lot tougher.
Well, I'll tell you this: we played Lynette when I was at Miller in the semifinals in 4A. Now I realize that was a half a century ago, but I mean, you're talking about a team that they got a lot of tradition at Lynette.
Well, that's a tough region. Reeltown, Laverne, Lynette, Highland Home, and who knows how Horseshoe Bend might be or Lafayette might be. It depends on where they're at in their cycle. And Barber County has a team now. Goshen, Coach Don Moore used to be at Dale County. He's the head coach at Goshen now. I think he got there in a bad time because I think something happened to all the good players at Goshen and Charles Henderson and a few from Brundage. They must have went somewhere, Coach. Where do you think they might have went to?
Probably there to Pike Leo, who ended up just dominating in that Asia League.
Yeah, and they're going to go play, and they've asked to play in the Athletic Association. I don't know if that got cleared to go through. I imagine if it did, then I don't imagine there'd be many boys from Goshen going to Pike Leo after that happened.
Well, it'll, we could devote a whole show to private school, public school.
It's just opinion, it's just our opinion. Everybody got one.
We could devote a whole show to it. The only thing I'll say is this. Anytime you're a private school and you can pick who your students are going to be, then there's an unfair advantage right off the bat. Now, the Alabama High School Athletic Association tries to equalize it through the championship rulings and through the way they count the students at these schools. But still, you kind of look around and go, okay, let's take a look and see how many teams won state championships that were private schools, and see what the percentage is, and then the percentage of public schools. And the private schools are going to have a whole lot higher percentage that's winning state championships. Now, the question is, why is that? Well, it's really not hard to figure out when you can pick who you want.
They got better facilities. Some do. Some have good facilities. I was just being silly. Coach, yeah, we might have to get that, and we might have to have a roundtable discussion and get some other folks involved with this. Let's table this Asia and American League discussion for a later date.
And listen, I've got some people I want to call to definitely get on that round table.
Yeah. I'll be a moderator. I'm not going to one way or the other, but we'll get some folks on the round table to discuss private and public. Does that sound like a party?
I think that'd be a great idea.
All right. Well, listen, hey, I don't know about you, but it's been a long day. Coached 2 rec league ball games, won 1, lost 1. Had a water hose bust under my sink in the kitchen, flooded my kitchen. Got to figure out how we're going to get water back in the house. Boys got to eat. Did half the homework. It's always something.
Well, Coach, I'd have to say that tonight I had it pretty easy. Now I took the beautiful Miss Olivia and all the children out to Ophelia's restaurant in Andalusia and got some of that Italian food. Okay. I like that Italian food.
How was it out there?
Coach, it's a great restaurant. They treat you right and they have great food. I got the shrimp, the shrimp scampi. Thank you, Annabelle. I got the shrimp scampi. And
what exactly is scampi?
I don't know. I really thought it was the waiter's name, but apparently it's not. Because I kept calling him Little Scampi. He didn't like that a whole lot. But I don't know what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's good. That's what it is.
Ophelia's might have to you giving a shameless shout out. Where's that located? In Andalusia?
It's in Coach. It's in Andalusia, and it's I don't know what street. I guess that's River Falls Street. I don't know what it is.
River Falls. That sounds like a good street.
Coach, I'm telling you, that's some good food. They had some Italian bread with some of that Monero sauce that you dip it in. That stuff was good. Now,
I'll have to remember that. Oh, figures right there. Well, Coach, we got one in a row again. It was
One in a row.
Yeah. Appreciate Coach Lee from Red Level High School, head girls softball coach. Kind of got him there tonight. Try to get him some little press time. He's been excited about that and nervous, but I think he came out with flying colors. But I think they're gonna have a big year.
Good job up there.
Yeah, he's gonna have a good year up at Red Level. Hey, we're gonna try to do it again. We're gonna move up to 3A football. We'll give our 2 cents next week. Wasn't so much tonight, but you said you had some messages about why we're talking about football. Why not talk about football is what I say.
Well, I mean, what? Listen, I don't mean this ugly. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. But, Coach, if we were talking about soccer, how many folks have watched?
Crickets.
Yeah. 2?
Yeah, so, well, if we, yeah. Maybe 2, and that would be by accident.
Well, I just, hey, I'm glad they have other activities for these kids to do. But everybody loves football.
That's right. Well, Coach, I'm going to call it tonight. I appreciate you joining me. And this is Stan for Coach Greg Ennis for Stan the Coach.
Hey, I'm just happy you took Stevie this week.
Yeah, he'll be back with me next week because he's got he's wanting to clean the floors over here. And I'm going to have him clean the floors in the kitchen now since we had that flood. But I'm worried about the kerosene he's got in his car. Remember, he kerosened them wood floors over at the studio, and we never got that smell out.
No, it's still smelling. Never had any moths, but
didn't have any rodents after that.
And termites just they stay counties away. But I wonder.
Well, all right, Coach. 1 in a row. We'll see you next time.
1 in a row.
Stan and the Coach.